First off, dear all, thank you so much for listening, and please note that everything I say in this video is my personal opinion based on some modern psychological theories, and it does not replace any therapy or counseling or common sense, and I'm sure you understand this. I find the relationship between Snufkin and Moomin Troll quite remarkable and intriguing, so I want to share with you some ideas and would love to hear your opinion on this subject. You've probably heard about various kinds of attachments that people develop early in their childhood. Anxious, securely attached, and avoidant being some examples of those. Originally, the attachment theory was created by psychoanalyst John Bowlby. He examined the relationships between children and parents, and how those affected the later kinds of relationships in those kids' lives. Let's look at the anxious style. Presumably it comes from a relationship with a parenting style that lacks boundaries, such as so-called helicopter parenting. Later in life, these children expect a lot of communication, external validation, and interaction with others, be it in a romantic or platonic relationship. If we take a look at Moomin, he shows certain traits of an anxious type. He obviously needs a high level of emotional intimacy in his friendship with Snufkin. He could often be described as needy or clingy.
Where are you going? I've only just arrived.
Yonder.
Yonder? Where's that?
Thoughts like, I need always to have you by my side, I'm afraid you don't like me, what if I lose you, can often cross their anxious mind. However, he's quite decent at managing his neediness overall, even though sometimes he goes overboard with his longing, which even affects his physical health. Moomin Mama, the fandom's favorite mom in the world, could have easily contributed to the development of this anxious style by being overly protective and caring.
Oh, and your umbrella. Weather's very changeable at this time of year.
I really have to go now.
And I'm with you all the way.
Even though we know she tends to give Moomin a lot of personal freedom and space, but has she always behaved this way? Who knows? She might have evolved since Moomin was younger. I mean, yeah, I still keep in check the fact that they're fictitious trolls, but it's a lot of fun to reflect on these things. Now, what about Snufkin? Pretty avoidant, doesn't care to hide it. Why should he anyways? A free spirit like him does what he pleases. Self-reliant, independent, doesn't need anyone, on the surface. Yet most probably he still wants a meaningful relationship, otherwise why would he return every year and spend summer in Moominvalley? The 2019 adaptation made his deeply buried insecurities and the need for connection a bit more obvious.
Hey, Moomin Troll! Moomin Troll, it's me, Snufkin! Titi Woo?
What?
No!
Thinking about Snufkin's parents, we might see where his avoidance might have come from. A lazy, carefree father, Jockstar was not present in Snufkin's life. When it comes to his mother, Mimble, well, having 30 plus children is not conducive to being an attentive parent, if you ask me. Having said that, it makes total sense for Snufkin to grow up a lone wolf who can only count on himself. Basically, such environment of neglect, or in a worst case scenario, abuse, can plant the seeds of certain beliefs such as I shouldn't need anyone, I must always be strong, showing emotions is a weakness and must be avoided at all costs, and so forth. I find the Springtune episode especially revealing in this regard because the intrusion of careless Titi Woo acts like a straw that broke the camel's back, and we can witness a whole bunch of Snufkin's insecurities coming forth.
Are you on the way to Moominvalley right now? I heard that Moomin Troll starts waiting for you the second he wakes up from his winter sleep.
I'll go to Moominvalley when it suits me. Or perhaps I won't go at all. Ow!
I'm not blaming Snufkin here, he has the right to be the way he is, and we all love him for being himself. Yet it's hard to deny that he might not be exceptionally well adjusted either. So what's up with an anxious-avoidant friendship? The interesting thing that these opposites actually tend to be drawn to each other, yet they're not always capable of managing their interactions and energy exchange in a healthy way. Moreover, they are naturally excellent at triggering each other's pain points. Quite often the anxious type feels the lack of communication from the other side and proceeds to chase the avoidant, which makes the latter run away even faster and even withdraw completely.
First day of spring, I'll be here again, whistling under your window. A year goes by so quickly.
Yeah.
So long.
In extreme cases, this might push the anxious to impulsively redirect their energy and quickly refocus on a new relationship when they feel let down by their partner. It's pretty interesting to notice how Moomin literally threw himself into this infamous seahorse adventure short after Snufkin left. This is more likely to happen in case of a romantic relationship, though, well. In any case, I find the way Moomin felt for the horse pretty awkward and peculiar. According to Hal Shorey, psychologist, the most important step to find balance would be for the anxious side to find a containment field that would consist of family, other friends, even a therapist, a supportive group of people who will help the anxious type to redirect some of their energy in a productive, non-harmful way and away from their avoidant friend.
Have to be free, I understand. Sometimes you just need to be alone.
This alone will help the avoidant type to stop feeling pressured, chased or controlled. In Moomin's case, he has a great containment field, a loving family, a bunch of good friends, etc. His close bonds with his mother and even little Mai surely help a lot.
Don't tell me. How could life get any better?
For the avoidant side, it might be useful to reflect on the importance of the relationship for them and what they can do to show some appreciation for their friends without compromising their own independence and self-sufficiency.
Oh, I think it's time for me to go to Moominvalley to see Moomin Troll. As a matter of fact, I really want to see him.
Both sides can benefit from stepping into each other's shoes and understanding the needs and the drives of the other side.
To see what life is like in someone else's shoes.
And what's it like?
Uncomfortable.
More specifically, the anxious side can learn to give their friend more space and redirect their overabundant social energy elsewhere if needed. And the avoidant side can learn to appreciate their attention a bit more and state their boundaries respectfully and clearly. Both sides will certainly benefit from being less judgmental, as well as establishing clear and honest, direct communication. Why do we love Snufkin and Moomin's relationship so much? I think one of the reasons is because they show us how to understand and respect each other's needs, all while caring for our own, especially when the needs are so different. These two are a great example of an enriching and fulfilling friendship that transcends psychological barriers. I firmly believe that a good friendship is worth putting some effort into, even though it's difficult at times. I also believe that making friends with people who are very different from us, be their background, race, gender, beliefs, professional occupation, age, introversion, extroversion, etc., is hugely beneficial for our own personal growth. I warmly invite you to challenge anything I said in the comment section. Thank you for your attention, it means a lot to me. Take care, be kind to yourself and your friends.